Hey everyone, MTashed here, and this is my main account. It's worth about $7,200 Canadian. That's how much I spent on the game. That's about $5,000 American. And I'm not going to be using it anymore, other than a couple of videos where I wanted to review a character like Bennett at Max Constellation, and a few other weapons and things here and there. But my main account is now going to be my secondary account, and I don't want to play it anymore. On top of this, any of the videos where I did wishes and I was showing off all the wishes that I got, in the next 24 hours, I'm going to be taking those down and unlisting them, because I refuse to promote the gacha system in this game anymore. Now, that's a pretty big claim, and I know that's a pretty big decision. Michael, why the hell would you spend $7,200 on a damn game and then not use it? Well, there's a couple things that go into that, and I want to explain myself. Number one, there's a lot of people that message and say, oh my god, you have a gambling addiction. There are so many comments on those videos saying, you have a problem, you need help. Michael, are you okay? Like, there's a lot of people that are worried, and you should be. If any sane person was spending this kind of money on a video game for a video game weapon or a video game passive, I would honestly say, unless you have an immense amount of disposable income, to look at yourself in the mirror and potentially get help. There are very addictive practices in this game, and I am sorry if I ever baited you into wishing yourself. I do feel guilty about that. I have had a tough time sleeping. I'm not kidding you guys. I regret covering this game. I'm starting to tear up because I'm a content creator and I can write this off as a business expense. And my tips video has made $7,300. It has paid for every wish I've ever made on this account. And I know that other people can't do that. And I know that probably with my content, people have spent money on this game and wished on this. I'm sorry. I'm leaving this in the video because I think this is important. There are people that can't do this as a job. I'm extremely fortunate, and I've profited a ton off this game. But I worry that me promoting this game has maybe led to... Holy, I can't even get through this. I'm worried that me promoting this game and showing off these weapons has baited other people into spending money on this game and maybe potentially hurting them financially. And I think that this system is very predatory. I think that this system is gambling. And everyone who's reaching out to me and is like, hey man, stop. You should have been. You should say that to everybody. I'm saying it to you now. I can't believe that this exists in a game. And I refuse to promote it. I can't do it, and I'm so sorry that I did. And you know what, MiHoYo, I know you're not sponsoring me. I don't care. I don't care. If we look at this game as a free-to-play game, I think that this thing kicks butt. You go explore around, you get some cool characters. But I cannot, in goodwill, promote this game any further, and I cannot spend another dime on it because I feel dirty about it. Now, there's a couple characters out of interest to, I think people probably want to see, what does a Max Constellation Bennett do? And I will make that video because hypothetically, you could get it as a free-to-play. And if you wished a bunch, you could get maxed out Sucrose. And I plan to make those videos eventually. But I am going free-to-play because I refuse to play on this account anymore other than to make those quick little guides. If there's a new character coming out in the game, I will do a test. They've got the tests for the different characters. I will review them in there. I will look at their constellation. I think I've played the game enough, but I am not spending another dollar on this game. It's just something snapped in me the past couple days, and viewership is good. When I wish on this game, I could get 5,000. I could get 10,000 viewers on Twitch. I can get the most viewers I've ever had on Twitch. And I refuse to do it ever again. I just can't do it. And on my free-to-play account, we got some Primo Gems. I'm sure that'll be a fun event when I finally wish on that account and, maybe go for one of the cool new characters. But this game is crooked in my opinion, and I'm gonna just flat out say it. This is a bit of a protest, and so you know, I'm gonna chip away at this account. I'm almost at AR 45. I want to do a video, you know, what does the loot look like from bosses at AR 45? What does the loot look like for artifact farming at AR 45? I do have some content I can make on this account. I think I'd be stupid not to, but when I am live streaming on Twitch, it's going to be on my free-to-play God account. So let me just show you that right now. So this is free-to-play God. I did 4 or 5 rerolls, and I ended up getting really lucky with this account, and I have been chipping away at it, just doing the daily commissions and the daily resin for the most part. I think I missed maybe 1 or 2 days, but for the most part, I've leveled up to AR 23, and I haven't even done a quest. I've done a couple of quests at the very start to get to AR 7, but I've got pretty well every quest in the game. So, you know, because I play this game full time and I can stream full time, twitch.tv/mtashed, I'm actually going to catch up relatively quickly because the daily experience is one of the main things. So most likely once I'm done leveling up, and based on my other account, you know, I did do the resin refills quite a bit. But once I'm done my daily quests, I should be AR 41, 42, maybe even approaching AR 43 by the time I'm done, because there's going to be more daily commissions. And so I will be a few adventure ranks below, but for the most part, I should be able to catch up and make this an absolutely godly free-to-play account relatively quickly. And I think that experience is going to be very interesting to watch, and kind of what I was thinking is we would do an update every 5 levels of kind of where the character's at. Now, I'm going to do a first video going over every weapon that I've got at AR 25. So level 1 to 25, because I think that's like a decent chunk, and then we'll do, you know, 25 to 30, and we're going to go over what weapons am I using, what characters am I using, and we're going to build this up. Now, I got very lucky, okay? I got Venti. We got Mona. We've got 2 5-star characters in about 45 wishes on this account. And we've got quite a few Primo Gems, and with all the quests and the dailies, yada yada, it's going to add up pretty quickly. I think right now I've got 3,600 Primo. And so I do have some wishes. I'm not going to wish on the Klee banner because you guys know I don't like Klee. But the game plan is to use some different characters. So I want to use... Really, really like this character. I'm going to level her up and make her really strong. Make sure I show her off and do some reviews. I'll probably use Fischl as a support. Barbara is going to be one of my main healers for right now. But we might actually have to level up Noelle as another healer. We're actually probably going to have to use some very different characters on this account because it is free to play. The main character will probably have to level up because if I don't, on this free to play account, like we've got very limited resources now. I will never spend even a penny on this account. I will never even get the Welkin Moon. It's going to be a whole experience. And so I'm excited for this challenge. I'm excited to see where we go. You know, we've got a few weeks before I go back to Destiny, my main game. So we're going to see where we can take this in the next few weeks. I want to cover the game when 1.1 comes out, you know, if there's any new stuff going on. And if there's new activities, new bosses, I'll go on the main account and play it. And when the new region launches in December, I will come back and play this. But there's not a lot of content in this game or meaningful content to make videos on. I can review some characters and I can show them off. I can review some weapons and show them off. But there's no new information for the most part. I've talked about artifact farming. I've talked about some beginner tips and all those things. And I don't have a big enough brain to calculate perfect DPS on every single character and every single kit, right? We know that I'm not the smartest gamer. So I'll give my thoughts on some different characters and how they feel and all that. But for right now, this free-to-play project is going to be probably one of my main pieces of content on the channel because Genshin Impact is at a bit of a content lull. If there's any news, if there's any big things, I'll probably cover it. But for right now, this is where we're headed. So there it is. I've laid it out. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. This is the best month I've ever had on YouTube. My best month before was with The Division. Division 2 when it launched, and Destiny, and I had almost tied it, 7.6 million views. On Genshin Impact, we're at 18 million. So we're almost tripling my best month ever. We've got 120,000 new subscribers. I appreciate you guys. I know maybe some of my videos haven't been the best. I've definitely got some hate in the past couple weeks. You know, maybe my hot take on Klee wasn't for everyone, but, you know, I am just trying to make some beginner guides and make some entertaining content, and, you know, I'm trying my best out here, and I'm just going to keep plugging away and making content for the people that are here and enjoying the content. I am warning you guys now that I am going to be going and playing Destiny 2 on November 10th with the new DLC, because that is my main game. It's always been my main game. But I will be back later on. So, you know, if you have subscribed and you don't want to watch Destiny, I get it. That's fine. When I start covering that game, if you want to unsubscribe, like, it is what it is, okay? I get it. But I think even on that game, I can make some pretty fun and interesting content, and I will be back playing this down the road. So I guess I just giving you guys a heads up where I'm at and where the channel's going, and I really appreciate you guys. Even if you're only here for a few days or a month or anything like that, you guys have provided for my family, you guys have provided for me, and I really appreciate you being here and supporting the content along the way. Okay? That's it. I'll talk to you soon. We'll do an update video on Free to Play God in a couple adventure ranks. And that's it. Okay, goodbye.